What if I told you that in the not-too-distant future, humans could be enhanced by technology? So much so that we might become part machine, part human? No, this isn't some far-off sci-fi fantasy, it's actually happening right now. Welcome to the future, where the line between biology and technology is becoming increasingly blurry. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of cyborgs. How close are we to merging with machines? Let's find out. Before we get ahead of ourselves, let's define what a cyborg really is. The term comes from two words, cybernetic and organism. Essentially, a cyborg is a being that's part human and part machine. You've probably seen cyborgs in movies like The Terminator or RoboCop, but those are just fiction, right? Well, not exactly. In reality, cyborgs exist in a more subtle form. Think of people with prosthetic limbs or pacemakers. These are already examples of humans using technology to enhance or repair their bodies. But what if we could take it even further? What if technology wasn't just fixing problems, but actually enhancing our abilities? Right now, we're living in an age where cybernetic enhancements are becoming more and more common. Take prosthetic limbs, for example. In the past, prosthetics were basic, bulky, and often hard to use. But today, we have bionic limbs that can move and respond with remarkable precision. In fact, some of the world's most advanced prosthetics allow users to feel sensations again, thanks to neural interfaces that link directly to the brain. These prosthetics can respond to electrical impulses from your muscles and nerves, and in some cases, even give feedback to the user. This isn't science fiction, it's happening now. But it's not just limbs we're enhancing. Consider the rise of brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs. These devices allow us to control computers or robotic limbs using only our thoughts. BCIs could allow people to communicate without speaking, or even allow those with paralysis to walk again. Imagine controlling a device just by thinking about it. Mind-blowing, right? This is happening now in research labs around the world, and it's only going to get more sophisticated as time goes on. Now let's talk about something called biohacking. This is the practice of using technology to hack the human body and enhance its capabilities. Some people have already started experimenting with implants and modifications that improve things like memory, physical performance, and even our senses. For example, there are people who have implanted RFID chips into their hands, allowing them to unlock doors or pay for things with just a wave of their hand. These tiny chips are a glimpse into a future where our bodies could become seamlessly integrated with the world around us. But it doesn't stop there. Biohackers are also experimenting with things like night vision implants or even devices that can monitor and improve brain activity. In fact, some tech enthusiasts are even using nootropic supplements and wearables to boost cognitive abilities, essentially upgrading the human mind. As exciting as this all sounds, it doesn't come without its challenges. With great power comes great responsibility, right? One of the biggest questions we face in the cyborg age is, where do we draw the line? Should everyone be able to enhance their bodies, or should there be restrictions on what's considered acceptable human enhancement? What happens when only the wealthy can afford enhancements, creating a divide between those who can upgrade themselves and those who can't? Will we end up with a society where some people are literally stronger, faster, and smarter than others? And what about privacy? If our brains can be connected to computers, what's to stop hackers from invading our thoughts? On top of that, there's the issue of identity. If you add a robotic limb or implant your consciousness into a machine, what does that mean for your sense of self? Are you still you? So, how close are we to becoming cyborgs? Well, the truth is we're already partially cyborgs. The integration of technology into our bodies is happening at an accelerating rate, but we're still in the early stages. The next big leap could be even more dramatic. Imagine a future where we have robotic exoskeletons to help us lift heavy objects, augmented reality lenses that give us instant information about the world around us, or even devices that allow us to download knowledge directly into our brains. In fact, Elon Musk's Neuralink project is working on creating brain-machine interfaces that could enable people to control devices with their minds. And it's not just science fiction anymore. Some people already have neural implants that allow them to control cursors on a screen just by thinking about it. We could also see enhancements like smart organs, biological organs that have been augmented with technology to improve performance. For example, scientists are already working on creating artificial hearts that can be more efficient and less likely to fail. Who knows, someday, we might have upgraded organs that make us live longer, healthier lives. If you've watched movies like The Matrix, Blade Runner, or Ghost in the Shell, you've seen the dystopian versions of cyborgs, people who've lost their humanity to technology. But what if the future isn't as dark as we've been led to believe? What if cyborgs can improve humanity in ways we've never imagined? In pop culture, cyborgs are often portrayed as tragic figures. But the truth is, this technology could lead to a world where people live longer, healthier lives and have more freedom and ability than ever before. So, are we on the verge of becoming cyborgs? In a way, yes. We're already enhancing our bodies with technology, little by little and sometimes in big ways. The future is rapidly approaching, and whether we like it or not, it's bringing us closer to a world where humans and machines are no longer separate. Whether that's a good or bad thing depends on how we navigate these exciting and sometimes dangerous technological advancements. But one thing's for sure, the cyborg future is coming, and it's going to be nothing short of fascinating. What do you think? Are you excited for the possibility of merging with technology, or do you think we should draw the line? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more mind-blowing content like this. No more, be more.